Again, I try not to show the things that I have, the material things, but sometimes this is Danoon, right? Yes, of course it is. It's the whole daggum rainforest. I read about the rainforest every day. By the way, I just drink black coffee. It explains a few things. If you're wondering, Rose, in fact, I need to take a break. We need to sit here and calm down. This morning, my mother looks out the window and there's a doggy. So I live in a neighborhood, a subdivision. And there's not usually dogs on the loose, but we look outside and there's this big gray doggy and she's like, oh my goodness, it's a puppy dog. We all get so excited. Everybody in the house. And we're super careful to obviously not let Doug meet another dog. So we're like, hey, get Doug. Everybody, where's Jean? Well, and they're all right together. I don't know why I freak out the way that I freak out, but I just want to be mindful. So then Ben has to go and he's walking the doggy for like 2 hours. And then the owner finally does show up, but we're just like taking care of it, trying to give it water. I'm wore out. Calling everybody. It has tags, but no name on the collar. So I'm trying to get somebody out with the microchip scanner. And I've never made this many phone calls. And fun fact, I don't love talking on the phone. I don't share a lot about myself. I don't love talking on the phone. Yet here I am talking to a phone. Talking to a phone is different. It's different. All of that. I overwork myself, but I love animals so much. I wanted the little doggy to find its family, and she did. Her name's Layla. She found her family. Her family lives one street over, which we were going to walk that way, but then the doggy was tired and scared, and everybody was going through it. We just went through it. We all went through it together. We got through it together. So if you're wondering where I was babysitting neighbors' dogs. Had a happy ending, but I will say, Jean poofed. You know how cats poof when they get scared? Jean poofed through the window, obviously. I didn't let them meet. We're always super careful. No matter what kind of doggy it is, could have been a tiny dog. I don't want to stress out the dog or the kitty. But even through the window, Jean looked out the window. He poofed 3 times his size. The poof was just... His tail got like this big around and he has such a skinny tail. I was just like, you were so extra cute. So I did have to allot time to sit on the couch and to hold that extra poof. It was good. Now I was thinking we could do the MAC Blue Brown pigment. One of my friends here, I have made some amazing friends over the years doing this, whatever this is that I do. And she had an extra and she sent it to me and I'm so excited. So I want to use that today. Also, my stomach hurts. Here it is. Also, I did my nails. Aren't they cute? No, you hate them? Okay, don't tell me that. I did them. I do them myself, by the way. I could have done a better job, but that's when the dog showed up. So I'm going to use this in my crease, but I don't want you to feel like you need these Armani ones. The only reason I'm really using them is because they really have good colors for my skin tone. We're all different, so you could probably use the About Face ones, but the About Face ones are... Capulets is amazing, but it's still darker and warmer than my skin tone, but these are just really nice, and they fit my skin tone nicely. I'm going to use this one as a base, but only here. If a little bit gets on my lid, that'll be fine. But I want to use a tacky base there later. But do you see how it's not too warm and not too cool? It's just really nice and neutral. I like them. But don't feel that you need these unless this is exactly what you're looking for. Then I'm sorry. They sent me a few, but I purchased more of them. Because they're really good colors. Look at how pretty that is. But I will say the formula is no better than the About Face ones. It's just about color. Okay, I just love the way that this looks. This is with no eyeshadow. I just layered up a little bit more. So it's darker here, and then it transitioned just a little bit warmer. This might be my new summer smoky eye. It's a contour within warmth. Okay, how cool is this? Look, and it just follows you. It follows the light blue. Let me readjust, because hang on, I got excited because I'm filming as I'm doing this. Let me get readjusted here real nice for y'all. Let's grab some clear base here. I'm gonna grab the one from Milk. Oh, so pretty. Okay, just a little bit of our tacky see-through base. Oh, the phone calls are phone calling. He's in a meeting in there. Well, Zoom, I don't know what it is. Okay. And I mainly focused this in the center of the eye. And I'm going to pull it together because I have a gloss that I'm going to put it on top of a brown lip gloss. I'm very excited. But it's actually not that complicated of a look. Well, I say that, but everything's relative. Look at how pretty that is. We're using an E27 and I'm just grabbing a little bit right out of the jar on the side of the brush. I was saying we're just going to push it into the socket a little bit. Look at how cool that is. So this was a color when I first started makeup. I had no idea how to work with it or what it looked good with. I was just clueless about it. It didn't make any sense to me. But you know what I am gonna do? I think I might add just a hair of warmth because this is such a red brown. That's the brown part of it. It's just a very red brown. So what I'm gonna do, scoot my mirror around because I can see a little better. I think I'm gonna add a little smidgy of red brown just to kind of tie it in a little bit better in the socket, or I should say the crease, or maybe even the upper crease. We'll see when we get there. But I'm just gonna finish covering the lid. So pretty. This is a really good example. This is gonna help you learn. Do you see how you can see this color in there? That's all I wanna do. I'm gonna grab, I'm talking a whisper. I'm gonna tilt my head back and I'm just gonna push this into my socket and we're just gonna warm it up. I'm talking a wispity whisper. And I wouldn't have done this if the eye hadn't been pulling so red. Okay, one more little tap. That might actually be too much. Do you see how much is on there? I'm just gonna do that. I start in the socket. Always start in the socket when you're trying to build because it can hide it easier. Here we go. I think that's all I wanted. Very subtle, but this side is now having, it's a little bit better connection between the two. And if you get to a point where you are feeling confident, I feel like I need to teach tips for everybody. I mean, I have some real serious artists that hang out with me here every day. You can do this. If you're feeling really, really, really confident, you could actually just grab red eyeshadow. Love these palettes, by the way. Just less than what we just grabbed. Again, starting in the socket to build is always a good idea. And we can just add red to match. I was fine before, but I thought that this would be a really good learning situation. A lot of times I'll use the shadows that I have on and then I'll use primaries to kind of shift them where I want them. That's me shifting. But yes, so you can definitely see that this has the red, so I wanted more red, so add red. But you have to build so slowly and use the fluffiest brush, that way we don't add too much. I was trying to hide under my desk from Ben. They're calling me into a meeting. It should only be about 15 minutes. I'll be right back. Already back. Escaped. Okay, listen, I think we should do a teal waterline. This is me looking around for a teal shade. Might have to make one. Look at that. We did it. Kiko Milano. I knew they would have what I was wanting. I'm just gonna put it here on my cheeks so you can see. So that's what's on my waterline. I'm filming a video where I do that side for you. This is a shadow stick, but we could absolutely use it on our waterline. And the shade is Made in Italy. That's not the shade, but I just read that. Okay, it's shade 21. This is pretty. Let's do a brown wing. I feel like we haven't been doing wing liner as much and I miss it. It's one of the reasons I got into makeup at all. And I'm using a new liner. These are from Make Beauty. They have really good stuff, y'all. And then I'm adding this half lash. These are from Lily Lashes. I picked these up at Sephora a couple weeks ago. And of course, these are the foam ink ones. Get on there. See, I want to learn from my mistakes. I got too excited and I wanted to see what it would look like, but the glue wasn't tacky enough. So I needed to wait at least another 30 seconds before I put it on. I did this to myself. All right, so let's put on some foundation. I need to shut my door, but I can't. But Ben's on the phone. Hey, I purchased these to try these out. It smells like a Tootsie Roll. These are the new Too Faced bronzer sticks. I'm gonna try them in a second. I might not try them today, but I might try them in a video. I don't know, we will see. I have to film a few things. So I'm gonna put my foundation on, hop off, then I have to come back. Multitasking. You ever have one of those days you cannot get anything done? Hang on. Now Poofer McPoof needs a hug. Oh God. The way I just put him in my lap and he hasn't adjusted. Why don't you adjust? Yeah, there you go. Also, you debrushed. I'm just gonna have to and that's a big ball of cat hair, in case you're wondering. I'm just holding on to my cat hair till I get it to the trash can. I just can't get nothing done, Gene Bean. Oh God, why are you bigger than me? Oh, so sweet. Sit here and purr for the people. Let's scoot closer so they can hear the purrs. Drool. Oh, gee. Will I get anything done? Will I even be able to finish this look? The tail is just in my makeup. Gene has this thing where he just doesn't care about his tail. You know how a lot of cats care so much? Like, he just like lets his tail do whatever. It's just, he's juicy. Quick story, Gene was a complete feral cat that I tamed in 2021. As you can see, he's not feral anymore. He's not. Not at all. Never bites, never scratches. He's just so grateful to have a family. Okay. Can I at least put you lower in my lap now? Yep, okay. 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 We'll get something done today. I know I will. Alright, I just kind of want to do a tint kind of vibe. So I'm going to use this underneath some foundation. He's going somewhere. Don't be messing with your brother. Not while he's eating his treat. He'll try to go love on Doug, and Doug's busy. I'm just going to do one pump of this. I love this stuff so much. It's going to give a little bit of coverage, but it's more of a blurred coverage instead of a committed coverage. You feel me. You feel. Committed coverage takes more time. I've got to do a couple more things today. Gene, mind your business. And again, don't worry about me. I just have super sensitive skin here on my chest. I just break out in hives, literally, if you look at me wrong. No, actually, if you looked at me wrong, most definitely. I'd cry and break out in hives. I hope that you heard that snort. That was Gene snorting. He's a snorty boy. Whenever he came to me, he came and he's blind in one eye and it looks like his little face had been crushed. So I guess it crushed his sinuses and he's snorty. He's fine though. He goes to the doctor and gets more checkups than I do. Okay, whenever I want my coverage, but I don't want to just grab foundation, I'll do this stuff. Love this stuff, by the way. I've tried all the e.l.f. one. I've tried the Charlotte Tilbury one. Don't love those. This one I feel actually is what those products meant to do, is add a ton of glow, but a blurred glow, not texture. Feels like nothing aside from the cat hair that is all over my face. That's my own fault. Now, let's do our Natasha Denona concealer. I'm going to do a little here and a little here. And then I'm just going to place it. And I'm kind of using it as my foundation. My little pimple there today. Love that for me. But then I'm also going to use, which will go to the next slide. This is so thin too. It's so thin. It's so good. Okay, C42. Just going to work this in. Don't worry about the under eye yet. Ooh, that's good. This stuff has been sold out though. I blame us entirely. This stuff is so good. The way that it pairs for a no makeup look, oh, I love it. So I'm gonna mix it with my concealer, but this is gonna give us more of a brightening effect. And I think since I already have kind of the base going on, I'm gonna do a little highlight through the center. But somehow it still doesn't go full glam. And not that I don't love that, well, you know I love that, but sometimes we don't have time, but we still want that feeling, and I feel like this product lends itself to that. Now, what this is gonna do is just gonna brighten it up underneath our eye. And then we're gonna take it here. Isn't that fun? Look how it just changes everything and just cleans up and melts. And then I wanna take a little bit here. Y'all quit looking at this brush. You didn't see nothing. Is that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna be back again. I have to hop off and film something. I don't know why I'm yelling. I know why I'm yelling. Just yelling at them critters. Gene wanted out. He just came in. Little boy can't make up his mind. Me neither. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm already back. Listen, if you need a dupe for MAC Cork lip liner, this, I think these are $4, I want to say. These are so good. That's what we're going to be using. So these are from City Color. Their lip liners are basically all dupes for MAC lip liners. They feel so similar, and the quality is there. Okay, these are $1.99. That is a makeup steal. They're so good. You're about to see I'm sharpening it. By the way, I like the new Sephora sharpeners. Not new, but they're new to me. I really like it. Plus, it's got one for larger jumbo pencils and then for regular lip pencils. Love it. But yes, go get a City Color lip liner. Go now. So the reason I'm not going to put lipstick on first is because I'm not actually going to wear lipstick. And I actually think I want to shade, but then I want to leave the center really bare because you're about to see the lip gloss we're going to put on. It's going to match the eyes. It's going to be so much fun. But this lip liner is going to be a really nice color to kind of exactly match the eyes. In fact, I had an idea of adding a little bit of a red lip stain. Why couldn't I think of lip stain? Now I'm just taking my cellar water and I'm cleaning up just the center. But I'm leaving the shading here on the sides. In fact, I'm gonna shade it a little bit more. I don't normally do this much to my lips, but I forget it's fun to do. I've had this idea for 100 years now and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. These are from J-Cat Beauty. These liptonix are probably one of my favorite makeup products at the moment. This shade is called Kryptonite. So it's still gonna be able to be sheer though. Don't see? Don't be afraid of it. Don't be frightened. Just have some fun with it. And then I'm just going to, actually I'll tap out my finger. I just want to tap it a little bit. It's exactly how I imagined. This lip is exactly how I envisioned it. I was just finishing up filming. Now I'm gonna take this off and film some more stuff. Don't mind this. Stick it down on my head. All right, I love you all with all of my heart. I thought tomorrow we would do skincare. We haven't done skincare in a while, and I'll show you all the stuff that I'm using. It's gonna be for my skin type, which is balanced to dry. But I do already have skincare recommendations for everybody. So check my saved highlights before we go into tomorrow. But I thought we could talk about it. We haven't done skincare. It's been a little while, and I found some things that I'm really, really loving, and I thought that'd be fun. All right, I love you all so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.